Hi there. I actually made this video by the river a couple days ago and posted on Facebook, but I have a weird, it looks like I have a beard in the video, so I'm remaking it. But I like to make these videos that are very impromptu to kind of just chat about what's going on in my mind relating to you and your weight loss journey. And what I was talking about and what I'm going to talk about now is really starts with a question. The question is, do you believe that there's a part of you that is divinity, that you have a soul, essentially? We often talk about having a soul or being connected to spirit. So if you believe that that is in fact true, that you are, part of you is a soul, that you do have a spirit, then I think this conversation will be very interesting for you. If you don't believe that, then you're probably not going to want, it may not be relevant, but you may want to listen anyway. And what I have to say is that assuming that we all have a spirit part of us, that means that we all have divinity within us, and divinity is perfection. Divinity is everything good that we want in life: peace, abundance, happiness, health, trust, love, joy, contentment, curiosity, passion, all of the wonderful things that we get excited about as human beings. We're sort of in a state of divinity when we're feeling those things and we're experiencing those things, right? And I believe that we all have that within us, which means that we all are perfect at our core. We are all healthy and we are all love at our core, which I think is just amazing. It means that we're worth the effort. It means that we're lovable, and it means that we should be practicing self-care. And so the reason that I'm bringing this up is that there's that part of us, and then there's the other part of us, which is the human side, the fallible, weak human side, where we get frustrated, we get angry, we get impatient, we worry, we're stressed, we're overwhelmed, we have some self-hate. We have self-doubt, regret. We can't forgive ourselves. All of that messy stuff that we have is also within us, but I believe that is more the human side of us. And of course, the love and the passion and all of that is human as well. But I think that when we're feeling love and passion, we're connecting with our human nature. And that is really who we are. And I believe that when we feel negative emotions, and we feel disappointment and regret and frustration, and maybe we're eating out of stress or disappointment or failure or whatever it is, we are disconnecting from who we really are, and that feels bad. That is why we feel bad, because we know at our core that we are love and health and happiness and peace. And when we get disconnected from that is when we start to feel really not so good. And so the reason that I'm talking about this in relation to food and nutrition and losing weight is that I really want to encourage all of us, and myself included, to try to remember that we have that knowing, that we are pure love and divinity, and we are purely lovable. All of us, every single one of us, and we've been that way since the day we were born until the day that we die. And that's a beautiful thing to keep in mind. And it makes you sort of remember that you're worth the effort, and that practicing true self-care comes from having true self-love. And when you want to practice self-care and self-love because you know that you are love at your core, and health is just our natural inherent state, then the actions that you take are taken out of a desire, a pleasure, a joy, a fun, a contentment, just doing it because it feels good, not because of some place of self-hate of, oh, I hate the way I look, I hate the way I feel, oh, I failed again, oh, I'm not good at this, I'm never going to be able to do, all of that negative self-talk, sabotage stuff that we do. None of it feels good, none of it is productive, none of it is going to help us in our journey. And so if we can start to practice thought discipline and align our thoughts, our human side, right, with our soul, with the part of us that we know to be true, that part of us that we know is pure love. And that's where I think a lot of the work needs to happen. Yes, do some good planning, set up your environment for success, work on your habits, get veggies in your fridge. All of that stuff is important. But the deep down work of recognizing your self-love and your self-worth and doing it for the pleasure of it and the joy of it and the fun of it, that's where we really want to be going. So those are my thoughts, and I don't know, it just feels really good to talk about this stuff. So I hope it inspires you at least a little bit.